All right, we all know fraternities can be a little over the top with their pledging process.
Yeah, but what happens when they take it just a little too far? Ashley Mosier is live in the studios here with your comments this morning. Ashley, this one hits home for those of us here in Ohio.
John and Annette, it sure does, and a picture is worth 1,000 words. But what happens when that picture is shared all over the internet? Well, an LSU fraternity is in the nation's spotlight after hanging a controversial phrase from their fraternity window. On Saturday, a bedsheet with the sentence, "Getting massacred is nothing new to Kent State," was on display at LSU's Zeta Zeta fraternity. This statement is a reference to the 1970 incident when the Ohio National Guardsmen opened fire on about 2,000 unarmed students protesting the war, killing 4 and injuring 9. LSU and Kent State's football teams played each other back on Saturday, but Kent State students say the sign is offensive and has nothing to do with school spirit. On our Facebook page, we asked you if this is just bad taste or did the group take it too far? Well, Robin says they crossed the line but are so immature and young they don't understand the true meaning. Well, Garrett agrees, saying they crossed the line, but it's freedom of speech and press and it's not harming anyone, so, anyone can do that. Chaz says LSU puts up ridiculous stuff every game. Well, the LSU Zeta Zeta fraternity issued a written statement apologizing to Kent State for the actions of their fellow LSU Greeks, saying it was a poor attempt at humor. No word yet from Delta Kappa Epsilon. So I don't know, John and Annette, what do you think about this? It's offensive, but it is free speech.
Well, it is free speech, but I know my aunt and uncle were at Kent State when it happened, and it still lives with them. It's a very sensitive memory for them and a real tragedy for those that lived through it, and a real black eye for the entire nation, in my opinion. So
right.
I found it offensive.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's so sad. I think that one comment about that you mentioned, Ashley, being really immature. These people don't have family, don't have friends that were there in 1970,
and they
might not understand. Right. But ultimately, I'm just glad that an apology was made. That was the best and the right thing to do.
It is, exactly, and everything's on the internet these days, so you think, oh, I'll just, post this and it gets shared, millions of viewers see this, so you do have to be careful what you post, and you do have to be careful what you hang from, somewhere on campus.
Well, as we well know, if you walk into either stadium, whether it's up in Ann Arbor or down in Columbus, when football season comes around, fever runs high, and sometimes, sensibility goes right out the window.
So be careful.
All right, well, thank you, Ashley.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. Time now is 5:24.